Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod. That would have been The Worms Crawl In, The Worms Crawl Out, as performed by Jamie Walters, a.k.a. Pumpkin Guy, at the Keg House Halloween party for children. Look, I don't think that a frat should be having a kid's Halloween party. I think it's creepy. I think it's too early to be starting the rush season. It's just bad, but that's not the point. And what I wasn't intending to talk about today. But here we are. I am Jeff, and the KEG Curse on literally everyone. Just curse them all. If it's so powerful, the KEG Curse. And joining me on the other end of the internet, my cuz host.
I'm Leslie, and may the bridges I burn light the way.
Fucking A!
Yes! So excited! Oh!
Yeah. Guess what, Cheesemeisters? You can probably tell, but we figured out something with Leslie's microphone, and now it's louder, and I'm fucking excited about it. The KEG Curse on the old way the microphone was set up. I'm really excited. I'm going to be able to give the KEG Curse to everything now. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are talking about Season 5, Episode 8, Things That Go Bang in the Night, which either refers to Chekhov's gun or Chekhov's Let's Bang in the Desert. I'm not sure. Original, yeah, probably both. Original air date, October 26, 1994. This is our Halloween episode this year. Did you throw up in your mouth or throw something this episode?
I threw up in my mouth when David said, "You'd look cute in a straitjacket." This
boy, kick shame David.
This boy gets away with saying some weird shit under the guise of, "I'm cute now." No, you're a menace.
Here's the thing. David he's got like 200 unused condoms from high school. As
those are expired.
You never know. I mean, they're not as bad as Kanicki's, I don't think. That one was fucking dry rotted.
Oh, God.
Bad news. You don't want to take a condom out and have it like puff into dust. That's not what you want. It's a bad look for everybody. But like, he spent so much time being a virgin, dating a virgin, that now he is like, I want to sample all of it. What can I try? And he's like, I'm going to get crabs. I'm going to do a lot of waterbed sex. I mean, all of these things. Oh, we can try some restraints. Okay, let's try that. What about desert sand in the cooter sex? Yeah, let's do that too. Like, David is down for all of it. He is Gomez Adams.
No, he's not. No, I must end this now. See, this is the beauty of now I'm louder. I can put the kibosh on this much faster. He will never. Actually, I have no idea. I'm really hoping I come around on David eventually. I'm sure he's hoping that too, but in a different way. Ugh, he's gross. He's a teenage boy. Teenage boys are gross.
Yeah, that's fair. I live with one. Can confirm. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
So here's what happens in this episode, Cheesemeisters. Cold open. Valerie has another box. Dear Lord, with her and this show opening up with her opening and closing giant cardboard boxes, but that's what she's doing. This one's not labeled Brenda stuff. It's probably labeled Val stuff. I don't know. But she's trying to get the fuck out of Dodge because everything she has done has led to bad consequences for everyone around her. And she's like, I should probably leave now. I came here, I fucked some shit up, now it's time to go. And Brandon's like, I'm not going to help. You should stay. Jim and Cindy give second chances and third chances, and maybe if you fuck up bad enough, they will send you to Paris and then to London. So hang in, because there's some international travel possibilities in your future. You know, she's trying to bail too early, and Brandon sees the long game. He's like, look, do you want to travel the world? Stay here and keep doing shit Jim and Cindy don't like, and you will get a first-class ticket to wherever the fuck. Look, you want to go to Prague? Go to Prague. Like, you can go to Prague, Like, it's fine. On Jim and Cindy's dime, not a problem. And so Val is like, ugh. And so, like, she goes downstairs ready to be like, peace out, Walshes. And Cindy's on the phone with her mom. And Abby is like, you know what? It's been a minute. This is a rough year. I'm checking myself into the booby hatch. Can you keep my kid a little longer? I can't raise her right now. Point of order. Most sophomores in college are fine.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need daily parenting, Abby. If you're just going for a few days to, like, get your head together, like up north with Santa Claus and his old lady at their commune, like, get your head together. It's fine. Val can probably even watch her 2 siblings for a weekend. Like, they don't have to go to the neighbors, whatever. Val can come home. But no. And maybe the problem here might be that you shouldn't trust Valerie to raise her siblings. Like, maybe she's a bad influence. Hard to say. No, it's not. We're 8 episodes in.
Maybe it wasn't just... Maybe Val's dad committing suicide was like, well, now I have a better excuse for shipping you away.
Yeah, good. I've been wanting to get rid. Why didn't you go away to school last year? SUNY Buffalo is not far enough. But Val can't go home again. She got to stay there. So Jim has got to be like, you know what the real problem is that I wasn't a big enough dick about Dylan. If I'd been more of a dick with Brenda, maybe we could have sent her to Moscow. Instead, we had to go further than Paris. I don't fucking know. Jim never learns anything. And so she's staying. But she didn't want to because she's like, Brandon, everybody hates me. And he's like, not everybody. And then she goes through a list one by one of all the people who hate her. And she's right. It's pretty much everybody. Claire, I don't think, has an opinion. So, and
I bet
David.
Donna doesn't hate her.
Probably not. Donna likes everybody. She likes 2 boys. That's the problem here. And so Brandon's like, go just apologize. Like, Steve has fucked up so many times, and we have given him so many second chances. All I have to do is go, come on, and Steve will, like, give you another chance. Actually, what I need to do is say, come on, bro. I forgot, bro, big in my house right now, and big in the KEG house.
Oh no!
Oh, there's so much bro. There's bro. Oh, it's clever bro, brohemian, brotato chip. There's lots of bros going on in my house. It's a lot. So yeah, Brandon goes and talks to Steve and says, give her another chance. Come on, bro. And Steve's like, that is a weak argument, but okay. But I'm never forgiving Dylan. And Brandon's like, that's right. Fuck that guy.
And Steve briefly is like, but don't worry, Val's also equal in this wrongdoing. But also, fuck Dylan.
Yeah, fuck Dylan. And Brandon is like, look, Steve, this is Valerie's trauma response, so we kind of got to give her a little bit of leeway here to mess around with you. And Steve's like, fine, invite her to the KEG party. But you know what? More than that, invite her to the setup for the KEG party. So many people showing up to set this party up. And so at the setup for the KEG party, Steve's hand is busted up from the punching. At least there's a little bit of consequence. Like, hey, we remembered last week he punched somebody. But mostly Steve's using it to get out of Carrie and stuff, which I get. You know, it's weasel out as best you can. It's what separates us from the animals, Marge, except the weasel. And so they're setting up this big old party, and Griffin's got the vat where they're going to do unsanitary apple things. And Donna's like, yay, we're setting up a party. And, oh, wait, why is Ray here? I thought Muntz was going to pick up the pumpkins. And Griffin's like, nah, Muntz called for directions. And Pumpkin Guy was like, I'm coming your way, loaded with pumpkins and an almost 9-year-old. And then they meet Griffin, who gives the keg curse, by the way, before this all happens. He gives the keg curse to any girl who tries to string along 2 guys at once, just to knife one of them in the back. And he does it. He gives the keg curse right in front of Donna. And Donna's like, I think I just got cursed with the keg curse. And look, I don't know if you can tell, Cheesemeisters, but I disproportionately enjoy the keg curse. I think it's so fucking dumb. I think it's real stupid.
So stuff happens from this.
No, I just like that he gave somebody a keg curse.
Oh, well then this is even dumber than listen, the real keg curse is meeting any of those fuckers ever. Just coming into contact with them, you're immediately cursed. Unless it's months. Then you're blessed.
Yeah. Like, ask Laura Kamen what the real keg curse is. It ain't good.
No.
It's the kegs cursing other people. But no, I've always loved the idea that this fraternity thinks they can curse people. Like that's a thing that Griffin didn't just make up right then. That like when you rush, they're like, also, you guys, come here. We have a curse. You can curse like fucking anybody you want. It like you just have to give a reason. You probably have to say the curse too fast so that no one really understands it. That's how it works. It's like playing Buffalo Gals if you really want to set in the spell. And there ain't no amount of hee-haw that's going to get rid of the keg curse because we're keg cursing anyone we fucking want. And Griffin's like, I've been waiting. I went to Spain last year and now I'm back. Like, this thing does not travel internationally. I can keg curse motherfuckers and I'm doing it. Keg curse. And then he's like, but the pumpkin guy's here, so probably no problems. And let's go get the pumpkins. And he does. And they're like super inviting to Tommy. Griffin's decent with 9-year-olds. And Tommy's like, this place is awesome. And how do I get to be in a fraternity? Uncle Ray or whatever. Money. And yeah, it takes money. And it does. Ray's right. You have to get into college first. So maybe do that. And then he's like, Griffin's like, yeah, come on. You're the best. Come to the party. It's awesome. And Ray's like, hey, keg guy who has the power to curse people that I don't know about. Thanks for like getting down off your high horse. Ray, Bubby, why are you so insecure?
Right.
It like when you lead with your wound, someone is going to stick their finger in that wound and go, just mess around with it. And he's like, you're the first person in this whole campus who has gotten down off their high horse and deigned to talk to me. And Griffin, like a douche, responds in Latin. Egalite, liberté, fraternité. Equality, liberty, and brotherhood. Fuck
no,
right off.
I got it.
No, I know you got it, but I'm telling the Cheesemeisters who might not have a rudimentary understanding of Latin root words. Because why you don't, it's a dead language. But not if you can. Maybe they needed to teach him Latin so that he could effectively curse people. Well, he talks to Ray in Latin, and Ray's like, "All right, fucking weirdo."
Sure.
And, yeah, which is like a fair response on Ray's part, to be honest with you. When people just start yelling Latin things at me, I'm like, okay, that seems out of nowhere, but all right. Thanks,
like,
buddy.
Oh, and you went back on your high horse.
Yeah, you're right back up there. Put you up on a pedestal. Great. And Ray's like, hey, let me kiss Donna. And Donna's like, don't give me your kiss around here. Like, you can't kiss me on the cheek in front of the keg people. I'm going to get the keg curse. Don't you understand? This is fucking bad. I just heard him keg curse Val, and it didn't have anything to do with him. It was just about Steve, and nobody cares about Steve. But he's like, you haven't told your sorority sisters about me. now I feel even worse about myself.
Ray's
But
such a
whatever.
baby.
I know. Open wound. That's Ray. So they leave. They're going to come back for this party. And okay, so what happens after that? Oh, then I guess we go to see you for Marty McFly's brother hosting a course on UFOs. Good old Dave McFly, hashtag Jimmy Olsen from the Superman movie with Christopher Reeves in it. Do you know that?
Oh.
Yeah.
I had no idea, but I felt like they were really trying to give this cameo actor all the presence, all the like close-ups, because he was clearly someone important.
Yeah. And then like he's like, hey, there's aliens, whatever, probably in Barstow. I don't know, plot device. And Claire is like, David, can we go to the middle of the desert and take strawberry ice cream and find the aliens? Claire, look, I'm going to need you to turn on the Fox network on Friday evenings at this point, because there's a whole show about this, and it frequently takes more than one trip to the desert to actually meet the aliens. So like doing this and expecting it to be like, I found them, first try, nailed it, probably unrealistic. But whatever, they're going to do it.
Claire is not one for making effort.
No, a limited amount, because she really does, like, they pack up all the stuff, and like Claire, here's what Claire is good at. Claire is good at packing an overnight bag, right? Like, yeah. She comes to Casa Walsh with like handcuffs and music and really decent literature, and she goes to the desert with like strawberry ice cream and other things, maps, I guess, I don't know, expectations. She put a lot of expectations in her overnight bag, but don't worry, they're gonna get paid off, boning style. And so they're gonna do that, and but everybody else is gonna hang out at this party except for Dylan, who is at the Peach Pit yelling at Nat. He's excited about the Peach Pit after dark, and Nat is like, yeah, it's gonna be great. And Dylan's like, but we should probably fuck Steve right in the ass. And and not in a good way that people might like, but like in in an uncomfortable manner, like in the back of a Volkswagen.
Oh God.
Mallrats joke. And Nat yells at Dylan a little bit about like not having any idea what he's talking about, and also don't cut Steve out because this was all Steve's idea. And by the way, Muntz makes the smart drinks. You get rid of Muntz, you get rid of those smart drinks. I don't even know what we got here anymore. We got a rug store. That's what we got. Without smart drinks and the Sanders Management Group, we got an empty ass rug store. It's a bad business model, Dylan. And Dylan's like, fine, I'll come back first thing tomorrow morning and talk to you. And Nat's like, breakfast rush, motherfucker. If you knew anything, you would know that we have people here who want, I can't remember what it is, on a raft. Fuck. I forgot my diner speak.
I don't know. Come by at 4 when Oprah's on.
Yeah. That's when Wapner's on. So come back then. And Dylan's like, fine, shit, I'll be here at 4. God damn, Nat. I've been going through some stuff here. Steve punched me. And I might not get to fuck Valerie again. Like, it's all bad for me right now. It's rough. So Dylan goes to play pool.
Shit.
Again.
Fuck.
This is bad. I'm telling you. Like I told you a long time ago, and here we are again. Oh, here's the thing about this pool hall, by the way. Dylan is hustling money. He's winning pool. And Uncle Rico is hanging out at the bar. Goateed, short hair, ready to go. 10 points higher than me. Thinks a big guy like that can wear his clothes. He's over there sitting at the bar. And I'm pretty sure that when they rebuilt the pool hall set, they put the bar on the opposite side. I think the bar used to be over here, and now it's over here.
I thought the pool hall looked different as well.
Yeah, I think it's just they did everything the same from season 3 or 2 or whenever it was Dylan was in there and Iris was showing up. But they just built the bar over here instead accidentally. I don't know. Or maybe on purpose. Maybe nobody will notice. I noticed.
They didn't bank on you.
No, nobody banks on me. Everybody should bank on me. Jane and Michael Banks.
Amazing.
Might I add, no fat chicks. That's
no!
It's the Homer Simpson version of it.
Fuck Homer. Like he has any room to talk.
That's true. But that's how they got Sherry Bobbins. Shh. You want to get sued? I'm all over the place today.
You are.
Okay. It's okay. Come along for the ride, Cheesemeisters. Look, this episode has silliness in it, and it has a lot of like lines that I love. You know, it's got the "May the bridges that burn light the way." It's got the KEG Curse. It's just, you know, it's solid. It's got this weird ass subplot where Claire wants to see aliens. I don't fucking know. Like,
there's so much craziness, and I enjoyed it. Like, again, anytime I see Jason Priestley is directing it, I'm like, I can lean back, let the madness ensue, let the
you're gonna see some silliness. Yeah, he likes to direct a goofy episode, and this, like, this is part of why I love season 5 so much, because you get the weirdest shit going on in these episodes, like fucking Griffin cursing people, and so they show back up for the party. But here's what I don't understand, and this is one of the things I think the episode might really be about. Why is everybody wearing 2 costumes in this episode?
Thank you. Okay, it takes a lot of effort. I know it's college, so like it's less effort and it's more fun, and these kids clearly have money, but I love dressing up. I love Halloween. I can't think of any time I've had 2 costumes.
In like the same day.
Well,
like, it's a lot.
I don't think, was it in the same day, really?
I can't really tell.
Like, I don't think it's in the same day.
Well, then how many days does this episode take place over? Because like they come and they set up the party, and they're not wearing costumes. Like, Donna's got the big old titty shirt, and Kelly's wearing like the pink-ish colored halter, and that's when Donna goes running and getting kissed on the cheek. You know what it is?
I think maybe, have you forgotten how in college Halloween lasts an entire weekend, especially if it is on the weekend?
That's true. But I feel like setting up and then coming back the next day for the party, I don't trust the members of Keg House to not use all of that Halloween stuff that was set up for the party to do more curses. Like, they're going to ruin that stuff with their frat guy witchcraft. You got to set it up and then use it for the party, or else it's going to end up with like bat tongues in it and shit. It's not going to be good. I don't know what goes into KEG Curses.
Dead Man's Toes.
Dead Man's Party. That was one of the songs that was playing you probably didn't hear, by Oingo Boingo. I love that song. So we come back to the Keg House, and Donna is dressed like Carmen Miranda. Midriffs. Midriffs and ice cream. And condoms.
This episode had everything. Ice cream, condoms, and midriffs.
That's right. And Marty McFly's brother.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, my other brother Daryl, but we'll get to him. Kelly is dressed like a good witch this time, not like the witch that gets you raped, but like, you know,
Jesus Christ. You're right.
She dressed like a witch once before, and she almost got raped by a cowboy. She's learned her lesson. Good witch.
Yeah, when you're dressed as Glinda, nothing bad happens to you.
No, go Linda. Go Linda. And they have this whole discussion about like, I don't know, and I don't even know what they talk about there. But then Steve is like dressed as a Spartan gladiator.
Reuse that costume from the Carnival.
Oh, yeah.
Or Mardi Gras.
Oh, I forgot. That's right. That's good callback. So yeah, Steve dressed like that. And this is where Brandon is like, "Come on, bro, give him another chance." And then it's a Dylan when Dylan is shooting pool, and Uncle Rico is there. Uncle Rico's like, winning at 9 ball is not the greatest tie in the world. And Dylan's like, 8 ball? But yes, 8 ball of possibly cocaine. We're not sure what Dylan takes.
Oh, shit. I did not see.
I just did that right now.
Oh,
no,
okay,
I just did that
great.
right now. I made that connection right now that it wasn't because 8 ball is, look, we watched Color of Money. You know the difference. 9 ball is a game for bangers. But if there's a lot of guys playing it, and there's a lot of people playing it. If everybody's playing it. According to Vince. So I think Dylan has some drugs. So he goes home and starts taking drugs, and at like 11 o'clock at night, he's getting phone calls from collection agencies, and he finds his gun that he didn't get rid of after he almost. Oh, he's very excited. I don't know. Whenever I find a gun, I immediately point it just off camera and pretend to shoot it. That's the most reasonable thing to do.
I shoot skeletons when I find guns because their happy ass faces piss me off.
That's right, stupid skeleton in a chair. Here's the problem with that. Not for nothing. But do you think for 1 second that Dylan puts that much effort into decorating his house for Halloween?
No, Val brought it over and left it.
Did she? Okay.
Val had for some reason, it was Chekhov's skeleton. She's carrying some like Halloween decorations for the party, which I'm like, they've already decorated. And she leaves it there perfectly laid out, like ready to die.
Yeah, okay. I missed that part. I was too focused on the KEG Curse, I suppose, and Marty McFly's brother. Hashtag
valid.
Val, id. The id of Val. What?
Who's dressed? Wow.
I know. Mind blown.
I suppose like a Wicked Witch or a bee. She just has some cool lace up top with the tutu. Honestly,
is dressed
very college. I mean, we'll get to it in Nostalgia Corner, but very college Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sexy. Fill in the blank. That's what Val was dressed up as. I love it. But that's later. Like the next Val, instead of going to the keg party, she goes there and brings, I don't know what that was, a spiderweb cake, maybe?
I thought it looked like a beehive, which again, why?
Yeah, I don't know. That makes no sense. But she brings it.
Because she stung everyone.
Oh, because she's a real bee.
She's the queen bee.
She's queen bee. But she goes over to Dylan's and finds him passed out or something, and trick-or-treaters at the door, and she bribes the trick-or-treaters, and they go away. And she goes in, and Dylan is like, oh, thank God, I really want to fuck. I'm so glad fuck showed up on my front door without me having to put any effort. Because it's what I wanted.
It's what I ordered.
Yeah. And so they try to have, he's like, oh, I want to get up in it. And
lace.
Yeah. And Val's like, oh, those bullets. And he's like, yeah, they're for the gun. And she's like, the what?
My father killed himself with a gun.
That's right. And he's like, my dad killed himself in a car bomb. I still drive a car. Get over it.
I know.
I don't know. But it's too much.
I didn't get Val. I was very confused by Val this episode because she was doing good girl voice so often. And I'm like, I can't tell if you are so rattled by everyone finding out before you were ready, or I know you're still playing people, but I can't tell when and where you're playing now because the Val voice was there even with Dylan.
It was. Yeah, she was playing good girl voice the whole episode. Maybe she's
Are those bullets?
Are you trying to sex me? He was. But she leaves, but not until like 3 a.m. after she skipped the whole keg party.
Yeah, the timeline of this episode is quite strange because she claims that she waited there until he calmed down and fell asleep. And I'm like, that guy in that state was not going to let you leave without banging. So I don't know what. I'm sorry. If you're there until 3, y'all must have also had sex or done something. I don't know.
Probably. Well, she tried to fuck the drugs right out of him. Give it a shot.
Maybe I can suck them out.
Yeah, like it's a snake bite.
Oh, God.
Have you? I know you haven't. There's in Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, he gets shot in the shoulder, and he wakes up to her like sucking the bullet out, and she's like, "I learned it at camp for snake bites."
Oh, Jesus.
It's awesome.
That is horrifying.
It's really funny, and she's like, spits the bullet out.
Ew.
Yeah, it's awesome. But okay, so Brandon doesn't go to the party either. And Steve is like fucking pissed because Val's not there. Brandon apparently was sitting in the living room in the dark that whole time.
He's just been a creeper the whole time. He's like, I'm going to sit here and judge and complain about doing stuff.
Yeah. Last year at this time, I was fucking Lucinda and dealing with Deshaun. And now this episode, this Halloween, I'm taking it off. Like I went trick-or-treating with Emily one year with the crunchy shuffle of the leaves, and we lost her twins at the ghost outfits or whatever. And this year, I'm just going to sit in this dark room.
Yep.
Wait for Val to come home. And
he probably loves to catch a predator.
Oh my God, it's the best.
Brandon's like, where can I apply?
He's giving the cousin Bill eating the popcorn, catch a predator act.
Yes.
It's great. And he's like, Val, what are you doing? You're fucking with Steve again. And she's like, I couldn't leave Dylan alone. He has a gun, which I didn't know before I got there. And he's on drugs, which I also didn't know before I got there. But I did know, apparently, that he needed a skeleton to shoot at. So I brought one, like a good friend. And why are you giving me like 1,000 chances and Dylan 0? And Brandon's like, because fuck him.
It's a fair question, although
fair question.
It's a really fair question, but I did finally get to the point this episode where I forget what all Brandon said, but I thought, you know what? I kind of get why they're done with Dylan. I get it. They're tired. Okay.
He's a lot.
He is a lot. And they just want to have fun. They just want to be kids.
Yeah. They're like Kelly last year, who was like, I want to go to the pool party where Brenda dances with David. That's what I want to do. If I'm not there, Brenda might remember to take her dad's work assignment to where she was supposed to take it. I got to be there to fuck that up.
Yeah.
This is what I want. And you're a mopey moperson and I can't deal with it. And, but Brandon's like, look, all Dylan has to do is ask. And Val's like, what do you think this is? Like,
yeah.
Like, how many more ways can he ask for help than what is currently going on? And Brandon's like, all right, I was going to just sit in a dark room all night. I guess I'll go sit in a room with the lights on. So he goes over to check in on Dylan, and Dylan is like, fuck off and don't take my gun. I'm going to call the cops. And Brandon's like, here's my license number. Go ahead.
I love that. Also, I think subtly calling out the fact that he bought that gun illegally.
Yeah, go ahead and call. I stole your illegally purchased firearm. Good luck getting them to fill in a report on that. They got a whole team of detectives working on the case. They got us working in shifts. That gun will be like the dude's car.
Yeah.
The amount of effort they put into finding it. But then Brandon comes back in and sits down. And I know I sort of skipped to the end of the episode, but back at the Halloween party where now Steve is dressed like a devil, Donna is dressed like a cat, and Kelly is
a nurse.
Dressed like a nurse. Yeah. They're having this big old party, and and then Tommy, and it's not even nighttime when they're having this party because all the little kids are there and they're unsanitary, sticking their faces in big old puddles of apples. By the way, you cannot bob for apples and get 8 apples. Fuck Tommy. No way. It's too hard. It's too hard. Like, have you ever tried bobbing for apples?
I have not.
I think I've only done it once or twice. Here's what happens. The apples are floating in water. You try to bite them, and they go down.
Of course.
You can't get a... That's why it's hard. 8 of them? Jesus Christ, Tommy. What have you been doing in your 8 years that you're this good at bobbing for apples? I don't want to speculate.
No, let's not.
Nope, don't want to.
Without a lawyer present, let's not ask.
I find it unreasonable that Tommy, anyone, but whatever, is good at bobbing for apples. But then Ray goes and plays the song, the Worm song, and while he's playing, Griffin comes and kisses Donna on the cheek, and Ray is like, motherfucker. I knew it. That Latin fuck is kissing on my girl. I'm leaving. Tommy, let's go. And they try to leave. And, but that's earlier. That's when, I don't even know what Donna's dressed like there.
Carmen.
Is she still Carmen there?
She was Carmen Miranda there.
God, it's so confusing. And so later then, I guess they have 2 parties. I guess that's what it is. They've got a kids
2 parties.
Party. They got the kids party and then they got the college kids party same day. That must be what it is. But I cannot believe there's so much costume changing this episode. Crazy. And so at the later party, Donna is like, I think she's worried about getting the KEG Curse because she's trying to talk to Kelly and she's like, Griffin tried to bone me down in an airplane and on an island and I can't, and I haven't told him yet that I'm a virgin and don't want to have sex. Although it's probably something that should have come up by now because it's a problem in this scenario. And Kelly's like, yeah, you should tell him. And so she's like, oh, God, I guess I'll tell him. Anyone know Latin? And so she tries to tell him, and she doesn't even tell him because he's like, there's another guy, isn't there? And she's like, well, not really. I mean, there's Ray. And he's like, the pumpkin motherfucker who doesn't even speak Latin? Asshole.
I saved Latin. What did you ever do?
Oh my God, that's right. He's fucking Rushmore. And so she goes off with Bill Murray, I guess, leaving Rushmore behind. And Ray conveniently pulls up right in the middle of this argument. Okay, good timing, Ray. And she runs off. She fuck off, Griffin, and she gets in the car with Ray, and they go and they have a conversation. And she tells him that she's a virgin. And you know what? He doesn't give a hoot.
Well, I love his reaction. He's like, yeah, that is a little weird, but okay.
Yeah. Would you like me to play a song for you? I can do it.
I want to play a song for you because you're rich and you might get me somewhere. That Sanders kid, I hear he's a manager.
Yeah, and he owns a nightclub, so maybe I'll get to be the
headliner.
Spoilers, Ray's gonna play the After Dark a lot. I know. We're starting a nightclub. We should probably cast someone who sings songs. Let them showcase it. It works really well. And that's what happens in this episode, Cheesemeisters. It was a lot.
Hold on. The last thing.
Yes.
We always forget what happens with Andrea and Jesse.
Dia de los Muertos. Yes.
Yes. And then they have a whole conflicting moment about, again, how are we raising this child? One religion or 2 religions? She's inherently Jewish. I don't like that a cross was put around her neck. Yeah.
No one can be Jewish and Catholic. And he's like, well, she is. Shit. There's lots of people. Like, I know plenty of people who are both. Like,
that's the thing.
I'm married to one.
Yeah. I know. I was watching it and thinking, like, I'm pretty sure you can be because all of this is fluid and it's just, it's like anything. Choosing to do this part of it, choosing to do that part.
Yeah, it's all, you know what? Don't get stuck in the method. Like, find enlightenment however you can find it.
Yes.
That's what Ram Dass says. And I agree. So, what was this episode really about? 42 minutes in.
I was going to say.
We got there. Look, I had to talk about Latin quite a bit.
You did. It was very important to you.
It's very important.
Listen, you need to keep toxic people in your life. It's going to keep things interesting, and you will feel better about yourself.
That's true. Yeah.
Obviously, no one wants Val there, and at the same time, if she's the worst one, can't be us.
Uh-huh.
Now, Dylan, we're all fucking tired of him. But also, if we keep him around, if we keep him alive, we can feel better about ourselves.
My shit looks way better in comparison. Yeah.
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 Fuck your own boundaries. Give people who are awful for you and cause you stress and ire, keep them in your lives. It's much more interesting.
It's like when you're out in the desert in Barstow and the aliens come and they start chasing you. You don't have to be the fastest person alive. You just have to be faster than the people you're with. Right? As long as David's faster than Claire, he's safe.
Yeah.
The same idea. Like, as long as you are slightly more moral than Valerie, then you look golden by comparison. Like, even the KEG Curse, like, except for the fact that it ricochets back on Donna and it impacts Griffin, like, they mean it more when they give it to Val.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, she fucking wrecked Steve again.
Well, she's a brunette. She clearly deserves it more.
Well, that's probably true. But God, do you see what she looked like when she was wearing that lace-up thing? Jesus Christ!
I mean, it's great.
She can wear it. She can do whatever she wants. Yeah, come on, Val. No, I think that's really smart. I think that is a good thing that this episode is about. I think that this episode is about people wearing too many costumes. Kelly wears the witch costume. Donna has the Carmen Miranda and the Black Cat. Steve is the Spartan and the Devil. Val has like the good girl and the party girl vibe that she's doing. Hannah is like, one, she's Jewish and Catholic. She's wearing a cross and a bunny outfit.
Yeah.
But like also like the costume of I'm dating Griffin and the costume of I'm dating Ray. The costume of I'm dating Dylan and the costume of I'm coming to this party, Steve. The costume of I'm a UFO hunter, a giant moron, and a horn dog.
Yep.
Like, Claire's got all the costumes. Everybody in this episode is just it's more than wearing masks. It is full on outfit changes. It's like a Taylor Swift show.
Exactly.
Yeah. One of them has got to swim under the stage here in a minute.
Oh, sweet.
That'd be pretty cool.
It needs more glitter, but, you know, I'll take it.
Yeah. We go to the strip club for that. It just gets transferred to you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. There's lots of glitter. I'm told. What else is this episode really about?
These women suck. Oh my God.
Yeah, probably.
Val and Donna cheating.
Mm-hmm. KEG Curse.
These women lose their minds, and it's God, it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea expressing concerns. Not a fan. And Claire chasing aliens. All of these women suck. Ugh, why do we deal with them?
That's true. We should roll our eyes at these women. Kelly's the only one who's like doesn't suck this episode because she didn't really do much.
She really didn't. She's just hanging out in her costume.
Yeah. I have two costumes on this episode: non-rape witch and nursey nurse. Yep. What do you think? Do you think she was going as Nursey?
If only.
Oh, that would have been so great if she was dressed as Nursey. And then they had sex in the parachutes and all of the airmen died. That'd be great. Go listen to our episode on Pearl Harbor. Here's what I think this episode is really about. Don't kiss people on the cheek. It's too far. All of you. Like, Look, Griffin, it's kissing people on the cheeks. Ray, don't kiss Donna on the cheek. Because it's just it. If two people cannot be fucking Donna, the best they can do is kiss her on the cheek, and that is too far. It's too far. So, is that the closest Donna ever gets to a threesome?
Maybe.
Two guys kissing her on the cheek in the same day.
Not the closest Tori gets, apparently.
Apparently not. Do you think, like, how pitter-patter do you think Donna's heart was when she got 2 cheek kisses in one day?
I mean, gosh.
I think it was lub-dub, lub-dub, lub-dub.
Yeah, very much so.
It was pounding.
She had to change costumes. She was so wet.
I like that. She's as wet as a vat of apples. Who wants to bob for that apple?
Oh, God.
Ray and Griffin. And David probably still, although he's out in the desert.
Oh, he totally does.
You know what? I think that this episode is also about the longest path possible to having sex for the first time.
Oh, God.
Like, Griffin was like, I'll take you to Catalina in an airplane. That didn't work. Ray tried delivering pumpkins, presumably on his day off. That didn't work. You know what worked? Driving to Barstow. Go out there, eat a bunch of strawberry ice cream. I hope neither one of them is lactose intolerant. And because that's going to be some fart sex. But they're out there in the desert, and it's like, I brought 40 condoms. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's David's favorite song. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people going the long way around to have some sex in this episode. But
I think there's a lot of people who need to learn to use your words in this episode. Because if Donna would just learn to speak up, so much of this could have been avoided. Her fight with Griffin gets so taken asunder. And again, if she just could have piped in and been like, no, I'm waiting. Like, yes, there's someone else, but also I'm waiting until marriage. And also, it's college. We should just be dating around and not exclusive. Like,
right.
Calm the fuck down. But unfortunately, she uses all that Felice has taught her, which is just slap a man and he'll stop and he'll be put in his place and he'll respect you.
Yep.
And I honestly kind of loved when Griffin went, oh, that worked. I'm in my place now.
That really put me in my place. I know. More effective than the KEG Curse.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why Donna couldn't even tell him about the virginity thing because she was so worried about that curse. I think Donna's really weak in her convictions. I don't think she, not to say you can't date. You can totally date and have this strong belief that I'm waiting until marriage. Fine, but at some point you do need to share that with whoever you're dating. Yes.
Just like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And even Kelly says you should have been honest with him from the beginning.
Yeah.
Which thankfully she learns and does that with Ray.
Yeah.
And we'll find out whether or not it makes a difference. But either way, you should always communicate with people. Dylan, if he would have just said something early on, if he would have trusted his friends to have his back or to care, he could have bypassed this whole downward spiral.
Mm-hmm.
And why did I say Steve with Val? Oh, okay. Steve totally justified him being angry at Val. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't even want to talk about it. He just wants to move on and for Brandon, let her back into the group and go back to how they were before. Well, buddy, how did that work out for you? Because she played your ass again.
Yep. Yeah, she said she was coming. She brought you a big old dome cake. And then left.
Maybe she would have done that either way, but at least you could have gotten some shit out hey, what you did was really fucked up. Mm-hmm. And you're welcome back to these parties, but let's not pretend that anything is going to happen, but we are never getting back together. Like, ever.
They were never together before.
They weren't.
Like,
but he thought they were. See, this is the Keg brothers. Steve and Griffin are both under the guise of, we are exclusive with these women. And the women are like, no, we're not.
Yeah,
we haven't
I barely know you.
Well, for one thing, and I kind of operated under the same thing, like, we haven't done anything yet. If we're not like, yeah, we haven't done anything yet, which again, you don't have to be exclusive to do stuff, but college brain, that's how my brain worked. And it's clearly how these women's brains work.
Yeah, we are not exclusive. You have not come on me.
Yep.
I mean, that's basically what it is. Like, I mean, you have not painted on this canvas.
You haven't
brought it back.
Planted your pole.
That's right. Sir Edmund Hillary.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like, it's so easy to forget that Steve and Val had something, because they didn't. Like, they never have a conversation.
No.
About anything. So there is no relationship there.
And same with Griffin and Donna. There is not a relationship. They have not had a conversation. They've just been going out, as you do when you're young.
Yeah, yeah, which is fine. Have a good time, everybody. But, like, at some point, you do need to talk to people if you're going to say that you're dating them. And if you're going to get, like, feel a certain way if they're talking to somebody else.
Exactly.
It's just, it can't all be about kidnapping people and delivering pumpkins to their house. Like, there has to be more involved. And either it's having a conversation, or it's having some sort of physical intimacy, or ideally it's both of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's neither, I'm not sure the Keg Curse has a whole lot of power.
Probably not.
But I don't, maybe you need the blood of the young that's why they have the party or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a ritual. Maybe Tommy is like, it's not blood, it's saliva.
Oh God.
And they're trying to, like, tap into his essence the same way Mary Bailey taps into the prayers of her children to trap George in Bedford Falls. I think that's possible. The other thing I think this episode is about is, would you like some cameos?
Yes.
Because we brought #Dave McFly. Jimmy Olsen is like, how about some aliens? And then they go to the bar in Barstow, and the guy working behind the counter is my other brother Daryl from Newhart.
Okay.
Which is awesome. Like, I had to Google him because I'm like, shit, that guy looks familiar. Like, I don't know how I never noticed it before. But I looked him up on the IMDb, and I'm like, holy shit, that's other brother Daryl. And part of the problem is he talks here. And the Daryls don't talk in Newhart. Larry talks. Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. And and they just stand there silently while he does all the talking. So, but yeah, he's there, and he's from an alien planet. He has a $39.95 videotape for sale of his spaceship. Maybe, I don't know. It's unclear. But Claire is offended by this and leaves. And then obviously the big one, the one we've been waiting for, John Grease, Uncle Rico.
Yes.
So excited for Uncle Rico, more than a cameo. But there he is, just sitting at the bar, like, ready to give Dylan the drugs.
Oh my God.
I know. Anything else you think this episode might really be about?
The last thing I think this episode is about is, I think someone had a line about, like, believing is maddening or something like that. And I thought, yes, absolutely. Believing can drive you mad. Like, believing in aliens, religion.
Sure.
Giving people another chance.
The power of the KEG Curse.
Yeah, and
They
then
believe
staying
in
a
that.
virgin.
Right? Believing that the person that you're dating isn't also dating the pumpkin guy. Dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Believing Dylan when he said that he got rid of his gun. That didn't happen.
Nope.
No.
Believing Val whenever she says she's never going to do anything wrong again.
Oh my God, Val. Speaking of Val. It's time to check in on Val's trauma response.
Yep.
This week, Val's trauma made her want to leave town instead of accepting any consequences. It's possible that Val's trauma response put her mom in the nut house. Hard to say. Val's trauma response made her stand up Steve again. Just playing the hits. And her trauma response made her yell at Brandon to be a good friend.
Yep.
So
she's catching on. He likes a yeller.
He does, yeah. Yell at Brandon, and he'll answer. He'll go, "Ooh, it's usually my job. I'll go do what you just said." Yeah. All right. What did this episode make you nostalgic for?
Oh man. It made me nostalgic for the first time. It wasn't my first Halloween in college, but it was definitely the first Halloween that I went to, like a house party, got drunk.
Sure. Good work.
But had a great time. I dressed up as Lady Gaga because at the time the whole joke was like she never wears pants. So I had like a leotard with glitter on it and just.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought you were going to say you wore meat.
No, I didn't. It's the least Gaga of all Gaga Halloween costumes, but I felt great and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, shout out to turning old dance recital costumes into Halloween costumes in college.
There you go. I like that. I think this makes me nostalgic for the conversation I had when I was teaching in a Catholic school in the lunchroom one day. It was around Halloween. And I don't know, somebody had the TV on and there was something. And there was a conversation happening. And it was like me and a bunch of women. Because that's what it's like working in a school. It's like 3 dudes and 38 women. Yeah. Especially a grade school. And they were, and this was 20 plus years ago. It's been a minute. So now you know how long this is. It's been a trend longer than that because we watched it in this episode tonight. But one of them was like, whose idea was it for every costume to just be like sexy nurse or sexy cat or sexy devil? And I was like, God's? Because he wants us to have nice things? I don't know. And that got me a look.
I mean, look, it's
cool. Like we give God all glory.
Right. Also, shout out to my former boss at Heine Brothers who for Halloween put fishnets on over her jeans and was like, I'm a sexy barista.
That's an awesome idea.
Turn it on its head. Be ridiculous because it is a ridiculous idea. Look, it could be worse.
All right. Who is your Steve Sanders Memorial worst person of the episode?
I kind of struggled this episode, but I'm going to just give it to the person who annoyed me the most. It was David.
Okay.
Is he really the worst? No, but he annoyed me with the straitjacket remark because he's always making weird comments about women and mental health problems. And I don't it's cute or it, anyway, I didn't care for it. And then also using old condoms, and granted, at least they weren't in his wallet, so they're probably okay. But like, good God. Yeah, David deserves to be the worst for that alone.
Yeah, but he's a poor college student. Like, you can't just go buy more condoms if you're not planning on using them.
No. There's a health center, and there is a nice big bowl of free condoms.
That's probably true. And you can bob for them.
Oh my God.
Brought it back around. I have trouble with a worse person in this episode too, because no one's doing anything new bad. Yeah. It's just the same old shit. So I guess it's Valerie again. Like, even though she like tried to save Dylan's life. She did bring him a skeleton for target practice, and she got him all horned up. You know, like he was probably just going to sleep it off.
Yeah.
You know, like he was passed out. Like if you just left him alone, all this doesn't happen. Except for he probably goes talks to Uncle Rico again anyway because he enjoyed it. And his house gets egged. But oh fuck, Dylan pulled a gun on some children. We kind of skipped that part.
So maybe I know that's another thing. I'm like, you know what? Maybe Dylan is the worst for pulling a gun on children.
Yeah, let's go with Dylan. Yeah, Dylan tried to he shot a skeleton and he tried to shoot children.
No, you know who I actually believe is the worst?
Oh, who?
Jesse's relative who put a cross on his child. I'm sorry. No.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. I didn't like it. And granted, I know she doesn't know, but like, just don't put anything on my kid, okay?
Yeah. Don't dress my child up in your Jesus outfit.
Also, yeah, because she should know, his whole family should know that Andrea is Jewish. No, stop.
Yeah, you know who knew Andrea was Jewish without even talking to her? Brooke. I'm sorry, Zuckerman. They would have known. I know.
I don't know.
Of course she is. Brooke's the worst. Brooke's the worst person in this episode, and she hadn't been around in 3 years.
I'm pretty sure people have assumed I'm Jewish because of my last name, and I'm like, I mean, maybe it could have happened somewhere along the line, but no, not
just
straight
up German.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what we are. All right. I think we did it.
We did.
All right. We went the long way around. We got to the end of this episode the same way David got to having sex. Went the long way around. Went to fucking Barstow.
Lord. That's what he wants us to think.
Yeah. Okay. So join us here on Friday, Cheesemeisters, when is this a first for us? I don't think we've watched a cartoon before, have we?
I don't think we have. The closest would be Muppets, but they're not cartoons. No, we watched Turning Red. Red.
Oh, you're right. This is our second cartoon. We're going to watch Coco because of Dia de los Muertos. And because we had decided on that before I saw that Marty McFly's brother was in this. But at some point, we can watch Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And then join us here next week, Cheesemeisters, when we watch Season 5, Episode 9, Intervention.
Finally. Good grief.
Finally, he's been on drugs for 4 minutes. I mean, he's been drinking, and that's a problem. But Dylan tried drugs once, and it's like, now it's time to have an intervention. Things are bad.
I mean, clearly, they were like, he's drinking, it's fine. Alcohol's different.
Yeah. And now I can tell you, this is the episode where Mackenzie Phillips shows up.
Oh, cool. Oh, is she the interventionist?
She is, because she had a major drug problem in the 90s. So it was stunt casting. You know, it was like, hey, here's this real celebrity who had a very public drug problem. Let's bring her in and have her do this. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, I couldn't tell you she was going to be in the episode called Intervention, because then you're like, somebody's on drugs.
Yeah. But
now Mackenzie Phillips is here next weekend, and so we've got our spelling connection back to American Graffiti. I couldn't think of the movie for a second. I was like, what the hell's the name of that movie where she rides around in a car? And is the best part of the whole thing.
You're uglier than me. Oh. That's not what I meant.
That. Go back and listen to our episode on American Graffiti, everybody. It's a good movie. You'll enjoy it. But until then, Cheesemeisters.
Bye.
Bye.